It seems like I ended this video a little bit prematurely. There were a couple more slides that I think are pertinent to the information that I shared with you. Again, there's the dates. There's this video. The video. Okay, so it's a link to the video of the document mosaic that was found under the Church of the Apostles. Okay, and also, oh, let me get this up. Also, afterwards, it's kind of a wealth of questions, and there's never a time when I'm not left with questions, and a lot of the time, the next Blackout reading will come from at least one of the questions that I'm left with after the reading itself. And here's a number of them that you might be interested in hearing. So I hear myself going, I don't normally do that. I don't know why I do it during videos, but I'm kind of finding myself annoying at this point. I hope it's not annoying you. That being said, I'm going to read this to you. May 25th, 2025 was the date this video was uploaded. Excuse me. Question: could Jesus have been entrusted with certain mystical teachings? Is this why the Jews, the Essenes especially, wanted to see Jesus put to death? Now, I don't know if it was the Essenes for sure. I just know that it was, right, religious, Jewish religious leaders, right? And could he have, during the process of his sermons and his gatherings, revealed something about these teachings, especially that the religious leaders would believe to be blasphemy? Or maybe that was the excuse that they used in a form of gaslighting, to be able to use to create an argument for the crucifixion of Jesus. Excuse me. So again, there's a whole other slide with these questions. I can't see them. Let me see if I can get them up here. Excuse me. Somebody does not want me to read this. Alright, so yeah, this is better. So, could Jesus have passed these teachings to Peter, who should have been teaching this hidden knowledge, but instead kept them secret? Could Jesus have studied with the Essenes? Could he have found some of the dead, or if he didn't study with the Essenes, could he have found some of the Dead Sea Scrolls? Which is not an impossibility, considering the location, compared to the Sea of Galilee, right? Could the Apostle Peter be connected and or entrusted with the Holy Grail? If so, how? Is that why Jesus made him chief of the apostles? Now, if you know more about the Bible, which at the time I really did not, I'm in the process of reading it, but still not able to fully grasp the relationship between Jesus and Peter enough to be able to doubt Peter's connection with Jesus. Does that make sense? Like, in other words, some form of blackmail. Is it because Peter knew something, and Jesus made him, um, chief of the Church of the Apostles, or the first pope, right? So another thread of truth. Could the same earthquake that, this is something that came up in the videos, Dizzy. So I mean, a lot of things seem to be, there's a lot of dots that kind of connect to different readings that I have done, especially blackout readings, which is, I find, if you really think about it, is pretty remarkable. The fact that they kind of link themselves to each other by being raised or somehow noted in different blackout readings, right? In this one, it was Alexandria Lighthouse. So could the same earthquake that damaged Alexandria Lighthouse be the same one that destroyed the Church of the Apostles in Bethsaida? Bavarian? I don't know if it's Bavarian. I think well, it's Bishop Willibald's. I have him down as being from Bavaria, or Bavarian, but I'm not sure if that's right now. I think it might be something else. Anyway, he visited the Church of the Apostles in 729 CE. That's common error. But said a few decades later that an earthquake had destroyed it. So if you do the math, I think the maths to the probability that the earthquake that destroyed the Church of the Apostles could be the same one that destroyed or severely damaged the lighthouse in Alexandria. Okay, so if you have not watched that blackout reading, it's another one that I suggest. I enjoyed doing that one a lot. During a lot of these readings, I not only like, all of my senses are involved, so I might describe not only images of the target itself, but uh, things like the smell, the tastes, all kinds of sensations related to the target itself. And I do so in the target on Alexandria Lighthouse. Okay, and also if you visit my website, there's additional information in a blog associated with each target, which is a lot of fun. But anyway, here's the main question I write afterwards. Are there certain threads not meant to be pulled in fear of unraveling a story? And like, I worry about that too, because you're talking about not only cultural history, religious history, but history in general. Very important history. And I worry, again, when I do readings, I'm very mindful of that. And it could be why I stopped this reading in fear, because the fear may have been that I would do something like that, or the fear may have been that I was receiving uh, information that I shouldn't have. And now that I think of it, it could also be one of the reasons why I came up with the question, well, was Jesus taught, or did he study under the Essenes, and was he saying something that he shouldn't have been, right? That were secrets to the Essenes and should have only been to the Essenes, and for whatever reason, maybe Jesus thought that this is knowledge that should be shared with everyone. That this is like, everybody is the son of God, so to speak, and this information should be for everybody. But I'm not going to get into that. But I followed that with, or will the unraveling finally reveal what biblical history has claimed this entire time? So um, there's a possibility that there could be information being shared that shouldn't be shared, sacred information. But also, maybe by doing these readings, we're solidifying the information. Well, I'm getting deja vu. We're solidifying the information that we uh, that we are taught to believe But this, but this, uh, what's the right word I want? It proves it, right? Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Um, but then there's that thing with having faith, and not needing to see everything to believe it, just going by faith, which is a big part of the Catholic faith in and of itself, right? So there's all kinds of ethical questions, moral questions that arise or may arise during some of these targets. Um, I deal with them the best that I can. I hope that I'm doing it in a way that is worthy of the target itself, right? Or the people or situations surrounding it. And yeah, so I believe that is the gist of it. Let's see. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not going to go too much into uh, anything afterwards. Aside from, I hope that you enjoyed this, especially this little afterthought. It's probably, again, something that was said on the target itself, the blackout reading itself. So I know you're gonna go. I know you're gonna go view it, right? Because it's something that you're really interested in. Wink, wink. And it's something you'll enjoy, right? So, okay, guys, take care. Until next time. Bye bye.